Okay. Oh, hello. Happy Saturday. Welcome, everyone. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. Surprise live stream. I am back for a moment. I know it's been a while since I've done a video or a live stream, but, life happens. Finally back to work. So I've been working, picking up shifts, all that fun stuff. But I should be able to, starting this upcoming week, go back to my regular Tuesday schedule for lives anyways, and then I just got to stop being lazy and actually do a video. So, all right, we'll see you. Welcome, Jennifer. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Chantel. Hi, Smudge. Hey, Butterbean. Hey, Justin. Hey, Courtney. Hey, Lily. How's everybody's Friday going? No, Friday? Saturday. Oh, I think I said, I don't know. Happy weekend. It's Saturday. Haley. I feel like I've just missed so much that's been going on lately. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to hop on real quick. I got off work a little early tonight and had some food. And then I was like, let's just hop on for a random live and see how everybody's doing. I miss talking to everybody. So, hey, Kiki. Great news. I ordered some nail polish from Bailey Saren's collab for myself for Valentine's Day. I'll use some of Terrence's makeover. Yes, we need that for Terrence's makeover. What color is it? Hey, Gretchen. Hey, Alyssa. And Terrence is not ready for his makeover. He is not ready. It's gonna happen. He just doesn't realize it yet. So, yeah. Let's see here. Where do we want to start? Let's start. Well, I don't know if you guys saw the new video. Like, Ryland actually put out a regular video on his channel. And, of course, he has Shane in the thumbnail and Morgan in the thumbnail. And so I don't know if this is his way of trying to ease Shane back into it. But in that video, they're, like, redecorating his room or whatever. I haven't finished Did I finish the actual video? I don't think I finished the actual video. But at some point, it's actually like really early on, and Shane and Ryland are buying this random like red horse, and Shane's like I know that my career's over and I'm just that weird person that buys toys and stuff. And it's like, okay, so you can it's almost like he's trying to make a joke out of the whole situation that his career's over because he's not addressing things. And so I'm just like, that's really how you want to come back into a video, by saying something like that. So clearly I feel like he just doesn't care. Hey, Crystal. My mom did my nails and they're teal with glitter. Oh, fun. So I don't know, like I said, if this is their way of trying to get Shane back onto the channel or onto a channel. I wonder if Ryland has turned off his likes and dislikes for that video yet. Let's check. Okay, it's on there. So it has 22,000 likes to 9,000 dislikes, and it has comments. So I haven't read through any of the comments to see if they're like deleting negative comments. But I know on the podcasts, or on the SIP podcast, they turned off comments and likes and dislikes for their past few videos. I wonder if, did they release a new one yet? So 3 days ago. So likes to dislikes are back on the podcast and comments are back on, but the video has 8,100 likes to 6,100 dislikes. So that's the first time that they put comments and likes to dislikes back on. And you can see that clearly people just aren't liking it anymore. Let's see here. There's a black, red, and black and white sparkly topper, and the aqua collection that has a purple, green, copper, and another topper. Oh, very nice. Terrence is going to look so pretty. I'm over Shane. Like, I don't know if what he's trying to do for his comeback video, or like what like thing he's been working on. I mean, I just want to see it to see what he's been working on, like just to know, you know, what he's been trying to do with his time and everything. But at the same time, it's like you're still not addressing things. So it doesn't matter how he comes back. I don't know if it's going to be well received or not. I don't know if people are going to focus on just the content or if they're just going to drag him because he's coming back. So we'll have to see what happens, I guess, when that comes out. I mean, I just want to know what he's been working on. That's what I am really wondering. Matt is playing Phasmophobia with Natasha and Josh. Excuse my split attention. You're good, Smudge. I can use the black with sparkles and red to go with Terrence's Deadpool light. Yes, Jennifer, that sounds perfect. Hey, Bree. Shane Sad Fishing. Hey, American Princess. Hey, Cheryl. Yes, I'm back for a random live. I know it's not my regular Tuesday night, but I had some free time, so I figured I'd just hop on here for a little bit and see everybody because I missed everybody. I missed talking to everybody. So many of these YouTubers and TikTokers are cringe. I definitely agree. I'm done with Shane and Ryland. More power to them, but seriously, I want Tati to come back. Everyone dragged her for saying Trisha, or for Trisha saying now. I completely agree. Hey, JoJo. Like the whole like Trisha, Shane, Jeffrey thing. Like the thing is like people about the whole canceling everybody, like Trisha is finally giving people like stuff that they basically wanted to hear. Like, hey, this is how Jeffrey really acts. This is how Shane really acts. You know, I want to expose this. I want you guys to know this. And now people are like trying to turn it back on Trisha. It's like, well, you did this and you did this. Like you were a part of it too, which, you know, I will always say all the time that, you know, hold everybody accountable. Absolutely. But I feel like people who are now turning it around and like trying to put it onto Trisha is taking the attention off of like Shane and Jeffrey and putting it back onto Trisha. And let's be honest, we can cancel Trisha any day of the week over something else. So I think like trying to drag her over this, I don't know. I think it's just taking the attention off of Shane and Jeffrey where it really should be, because we all know that Trisha is going to do something that's going to warrant people dragging her any day now. Or, I mean, I'm sure she's already done stuff. I haven't really been paying too much attention. But, I mean, at the same time, Ryland talked about it on his podcast, where he basically was saying, well, I wish that she would have told me how she was feeling because, you know, I just didn't know. But we know from the clips and what Trisha has told us that she called Shane and told Shane about everything that had happened during that trip. And so obviously I would assume that he in return told Ryland. I mean, Shane for sure knew what was going on and how she was feeling. And I would assume that he would have told Ryland. I mean, obviously I don't know, but then it got exposed that during one of their podcasts, Ryland and Lizzie stopped being friends because Lizzie was friends with somebody who Ryland didn't like. And so they stopped being friends. It's like, that's the exact same thing that's happening right now. And you're like, well, I wish that she would have just told me. It's like, clearly she told Shane how she was feeling. So I don't know if I buy it. I think he's just trying to save face. And that's them trying to, you know, be like, oh, well, we just didn't know, when we know that Trisha definitely told Shane how she felt. And of course, Shane has not come out and addressed anything. And then Jeffrey decided to make that video where he titled it, I got canceled again, so I went on a $200,000 shopping spree. And then in the description of the video, he basically said, like, I've never done any of those things. Like, this is slander or libel, whatever one it was. And, like, I'm not going to talk about it. And it's like, no, like, everything that was put out before that from the Tab video, like, about the whole situation, and then Oscar saying things, all just confirmed that what was done on that trip was stuff that was happening. And you're trying to say that it didn't happen, but then there's multiple sources of people saying that happened. So, yeah. What did I miss? Jojo, we just started. We really just started talking about the drama right now. So, we miss you too. Oh, thanks, Lily. Hey, Danica. I'm going to try really hard to get actual videos out. Some of the stuff that I'm talking about now, I'll probably try to condense into a video. Maybe just like a tea overflow video where I go over everything. And I just didn't, there's just been so much that's kind of going on that I didn't know exactly where to start. And then it's like, there's just so much I want to talk about, but now it's kind of old, so it doesn't really matter. Should I really talk about it? And so I'll just, maybe combine it all into a video and just be like all the drama that happened when I was gone. It seems like more and more stuff's comes up with Jeffree and Shane. Oh, we'll get back to the Jeffree thing in a second here. I have another thing about that. Trish is just a troll channel. Dragging her gives her attention, which is what she wants. 100% agree. 100%. Now, do I agree with the things that she does when she's trolling or says when she's trolling? Absolutely not. But I know my personal opinion is that whatever she does is trolling. But I know obviously not everybody's going to think the same thing. So I feel like I'm back in middle school with all this drama. Exactly. The one person I'll never listen to is Gabriel Zamora because he's shady. He talks smack about Tati and go be part of Jeffree's campaign. He claims he's honest. He's not. I can completely agree with that, Jennifer. He always inserts himself into the drama. He made that video exposing Manny about everything, about what happened with Dramageddon 1. And then he apologized to Jeffree, and then he went and did Jeffree's campaign, and now him and Manny are apparently friends again, and he's not friends with Jeffree anymore because now he's friends with James. And I was just wondering, like, did he switch from Jeffree to James because something happened that we don't know about? Or did he switch from Jeffree to James because James gives more clout than Jeffree does? So it'll be interesting to find out when James officially launches his beauty line or whatever he's launching, if Gabriel is part of that ad campaign. That's what I'm waiting to see. Looking good. Thank you, Sam. Hey, Max. Hey, 80. I'm here. You can always talk about the Playmate testing situation. That's disgusting. Smudge, I haven't seen that. I saw Sarcastic Sloth put a video out about it, but I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. Kind of like what Spill Sesh does on Sundays, covering the weekly drama in one video. Yeah, I have one. I was doing something called Tea Overflow, where it was just like a bunch of random things that I just couldn't talk about in a video that I just kind of lumped together. BruceAlan and Paige did good videos on her. Yeah, I haven't seen any of those. I'm so far behind. I'm over all the drama. I've watched Dollar Tree Halls on our YouTube, our crime YouTube. Don't forget to thumbs up the live. Oh, well, thank you, Smudge. So another thing that I'm wondering, and this is my opinion, this is my conspiracy, this is just my thought. I'm not saying any of this is like possibly true, but has anybody else ever noticed anytime that Jeffree is involved in some drama, one, he never addresses serious drama 100%. He had no issue coming on about the Kanye West situation and addressing that right away, but yet we're still waiting for him to address the insider articles that were released last year. But every time Jeffree's involved in some drama, it seems that all of a sudden James is involved in some drama, and it's always the same drama James is involved in, and that is sending DMs or Snapchats or whatever to straight guys. And I'll use that in quotes because, if that's what they say they are, that's how they identify. But I mean, if you're sliding into James Charles DMs or Snapchatting with James Charles and you tell him that you're bi, then that's on you. And obviously you're either lying to get attention or you're just doing it on purpose to make an exposed TikTok, which is what we see always happening. Now, it happened again after all this drama happened with Jeffree, Shane, and Trisha, that somebody said that James Charles was sending him messages and asking them to hang out and sending him inappropriate photos. And he put this on TikTok, and obviously TikTok blew up. And then the guy took down the TikTok because from what I could find out anyways, is that the whole thing was basically fake. And he was using it for attention to try to drag James down, all that stuff. Now, is that right? 100% no. Then James put out a tweet about something saying like there should be something, to do something about like people spreading this misinformation about people online, stuff like that, or something. I don't remember exactly what the tweet said. but about the whole situation. And so it shouldn't be done with to begin. But what I would have to say about that situation is, I know James is never going to see this, but James, do yourself a favor and do all of us a favor. When you start talking to somebody on social media, random person, the first question that you should ask them before you even start a conversation, because you know what's going to happen, they're going to either troll you or try to expose you if they're trying to get attention, is first question is, are you gay? By questioning what? There you go. That's the first thing that you should ask. And if they say straight, then you say, okay, thank you, and then have a nice day. If you want to be friends, we can be friends, but our conversation is going to stop there, because I was looking for possibly something more, and you're straight, so I'm not going to go there. And on top of that, stop doing this stuff through disappearing messages or Snapchat. Like, either make sure you screenshot everything. Who cares if they see you taking screenshots of it? Screenshot everything, save everything, because people are just going to continuously do this to James over and over again. And it seems to happen every few months. So I don't know. That's just my thought on that whole situation that happened with James. Let's see here. What did I miss? Smudge see Joy Sparkles is back. Oh no, I don't know you. I don't even know who that is. She can tell the truth, I'm sure, when it benefits. Still a hypocrite. Too much work. We miss you. Not too much work. Just getting back in the swing of things. Going from not working for 6 months to working, full. We do 10-hour days, and so just a little tiring after my first couple weeks, but I'm starting to get through it and then still have energy back at the end of the day, so we're good to go. Oh my god, she's going crazy over Trisha sticking up for Shane. She's friends with that Mike guy who's dragging Dustin and Paige. Wait, who's friends with him? Is that Joy Sparkle? Is that who you're talking about? Yep, about Jeffree Star and James Charles. Amen. Has the drama with Jeffree and James coincided with the launch? That's usually what happens. At least it seems like it could be wrong. Well, we know that anytime that Jeffree's doing a launch, we always see some kind of drama surrounding it. So that could be another thing. But I don't think that this Trisha situation, she really cared about the launch. So, I mean, I don't think that she started the drama to help Jeffree get sales. Hey, Natasha. Hey, Kayla. Jeffree always seems to finally speak up when he's launching new stuff, and his glass is shaped like a taco, in my opinion. Now, like, the shape, like, when I saw it, I was like, that kind of, looks like a certain thing. But, when you're looking at the picture too, you can see like how much product is like held in there too. So, I mean, I kind of get it, because it's going to hold more product. And I think it was Paige who put out a tweet about the actual design, like that. Yes, like if you have fuller lips, like this is a good thing as far as product, as far as a wand, because it holds a lot of product. If you have bigger lips, like unlike me, with my tiny lips, I don't need a lot of product to be able to put on anything. So if you have fuller lips, then a wand that carries more product is going to be useful. So, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Well, thanks so much for the super sticker, Sam. Hey, Deb. Hey, Jenny. That's super late. Missed you. How have you been? I've been good, thank you. We just started about 20 minutes ago. I just decided to pop on and do a random live. So, let's see. Trisha makes 30 to 50 videos about one person too. Oh, yeah, she does. Yeah, she does. Repsy did a vid on Joy Sparkle. To learn about Joy Sparkle, watch Repsy on the video about her. No, not the same Joy Sparkles. Okay. I feel like Trisha is telling the truth, but the problem with it is she wants to drag him, but not show these voice memos, then continue to do the same thing. I agree. Like, we learned from Emily Baker that a voice memo is the same thing as a text message. If you want that's once it's sent, you are able to show that if you want to. So it's not a recorded phone. It's not a recorded conversation. From what I understand from Emily Baker is that it's not protected. I don't know if maybe it's different in California. I could be wrong, but from what I understand, I don't believe it's protected. So you can turn around and share that if you want. So to like have those voice memos and then not share them at the same time, it's like just release the voice memos. It's like Jeffrey saying that he has that voice memo about an alleged victim of James Charles and will play it for multiple people, but yet has never released it. It's like, if you have it, just release it then. Oh, good. Still have no desire. I got searching for her. I may find that pic again. Oh, no. Two vids of her, part 1 and 2. Hey, Shy. Hey, Mun Mun. I agree. Another person who does that is Jeffrey. Remember when he said he had a bunch of voice memos, wouldn't share them? John McGavin. Exactly, Belle. Exactly. Trisha Gedden, right? The law is different every state. So which state is she talking about? See, and I don't know, like, because there's a difference between, like, I feel like there's a difference between, like, a video recording and a voice recording. Because if you are sending a voice memo or a text message, you are knowledgeable that you have sent that to someone. Unlike, like, a, say, like, security camera footage or anything like that, like, you chose to record that message and send it out. So I don't feel like it's a privacy thing, because it's, I don't know, maybe I'll send her a DM and be like, is it different in California because it's a 2-party state? But I think that comes down when it's like somebody else is recording something. Like if you're doing a video or something together, then you have to have permission to release it. But if you are sending a voice memo to somebody, I don't think that counts. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I don't think it counts. And then, you know, saying California's a 2-party state, but then Florida is a single-party state, and somebody from California sends it to somebody in Florida, then what state laws do you follow if that's the case? Does it have to be a 2-party state because the person who sent it's in California, or is it a single-party state because the person who received it's in Florida? So I don't know. Maybe I'll send her a DM and see if she responds. Joy is friends with Mike, the actor who's on YouTube, who's the one who dragged Dustin and Paige. Okay. Peter Mon has the voice memo. Yeah, I don't, because he was talking about releasing the voice memo on his thing, because that's where I heard from him that he said that he was talking to Emily, and Emily said that you can release the voice memo. There are about 8 states that are 2-party consent: California, Washington, Maryland. Yep, the hypocrisy of it all. It's not illegal to share voice memos in any state. They fall under email rules, not telephone calls. There's no expectation of privacy. Well, there we go. There we go. It's nice to catch you live. Are you going to catch the Super Bowl? Kat, I will not be watching the Super Bowl. I will be working tomorrow. She should have never said anything about the voice memos at the lip. I mean, I feel like if you're going to say, like, I heard this in the voice memo, I have the voice memo, and you can share it, then share it. Like, that's my opinion. If you're going to be bringing it out and say, hey, this person's saying disgusting things about me, and it's legal to share it, then why are you just not sharing it? Why are you still protecting this person? I connect to the one who dragged Trish and Dustin. Speaking of S. Kennedy, what happened to him? The last I saw anything of Sanders was when he did those videos about Shane, about the police report and the investigation. And then he came back and he said that there is no investigation, and he hasn't been around since. So I don't know if he's being sued by Shane, or if he was like, you know what, I'm just going to take a break from YouTube. I have no idea what's going on. I haven't seen him. I saw somebody posted like a Snapchat or something from him. So he was out somewhere with somebody. So I know he's still out doing stuff, but I just don't know if maybe he's going to come back to YouTube later on. I don't know. Let's see here. Where was I? He was run on YouTube. I don't believe James. What he has in resources, he lacks in integrity, my opinion. It applies to telephone voice calls that are 2-party. Recorded calls must have permission. Voicemails have no expectation of privacy. Oh, I already read that. Code like more like Sanders Kennedy. Yeah, share it. Glad to see you. Well, thank you, Vixen. Or say nothing. It goes by the law of both states that both parties are in. So then, if you're in a single party state, then you can share it. But if you're in a two-party state, then you can't. Will you be eating spicy chicken nuggets from McDonald's since they're back at McDonald's? I have never had the spicy chicken nuggets from McDonald's, just the normal. I think they don't share because they have something to hide after the voice memo. I mean, that could be true. I mean, if one person has the voice memo, what was said in response, I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see if somebody says anything. So, hey, caller. Okay. So continuing on with that, Jeffrey, Shane, Trisha, and all that stuff. Since you guys brought up Mike, and Dustin and Paige and stuff on Twitter, like people that were going after Dustin and Paige for talking about that Drew video. And they were basically saying that they were trying to manipulate people into feeling a certain way and that it was just a skit and, it wasn't real, stuff like that. Like, as I saw those tweets coming through, I'm like, okay, why are they trying to excuse this behavior? Okay, yes, we know that it was a skit, but at the same time, when somebody's watching that skit, they don't understand that it's a skit or they've been in a situation like that, a couple of things are going to happen. If you've been in that kind of situation and somebody has done that to you, whether spit on you or shamed you in some way, the one thing that's going to do to you is make you go back to that place when that happened, and it can be triggering for you. Another thing that's going to happen is that people are going to watch that video and be like, oh, well, Shane said this to Drew, or Shane did this to Drew, and it was fine. And they're going to be like, well, then I can do that to my friends, so I don't see a problem. So then it's giving them kind of a pass, saying like, well, Shane did it, so why can't I do it? So I'm thinking, as I'm reading these tweets and people are excusing it because it's a skit, I thought to myself in my head, I'm like, okay, well, what if Drew spit in Shane the mouth first? So is it Thowdy? Okay. We'll just say Howdy. Okay, so Howdy, I haven't seen the full video. So was that in that video or was this a different video? How did all of that come to play? Because if that's true, I don't think it's right for Drew to have done it to Shane either. I understand if Shane was like, yes, please spit in my mouth, which is just weird. The fact that he even had to say that out loud. So was that part of the same video? Was this a different video? Let me know, because, I want to get as much of the story accurate as I can, because I still have some feelings on it no matter what, but let me see here. Okay. Yeah, spitting is gross. Anyone see Paige's video on Patrick Star? I haven't watched it. I have seen it, Smudge, and we'll talk about Patrick Star next. Good point about that. Shane and Drew skip. Yeah, neither one of them should have spit in each other. Skit or nasty. Paige's video is good. She read Patrick Star like a library. Tana was Frenching Patrick. Was it a skit? Yeah, it was supposed to just be part of a video. So I understand that it was a skit. I don't like the fact that only Dustin shared one side of that. I don't care if it was a skit or not. Spitting on each other is gross. I do agree. If that's what you want to do in the privacy of your own bedroom, I'm not going to kink shame anyone. It's totally fine. If that's something that you're into, I don't really think that it should be something that you are broadcasting on YouTube, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, same video. It was gross, but Drew did it first. It was a sick dare game. Okay. Thank you, Howdy. So, Okay, so I understand that it was a skit, and if Drew spit in Shane's mouth first, and then Shane was doing it back, it's still gross on both ends. It's still like a dare video. I get it, whatever. I still don't think that that's something that you should be putting online either. It'd be like, oh, it's funny to spit on your friends or in your friend's mouth. It'd be like the same thing of like, people who are like, okay, well, just hit me for the video. It'll be funny, because then you're just putting violence in your video for humor, shock, all that stuff. So, yeah. Um, so I understand that, yes, it was a game. It was supposed to be funny, stuff like that. But then if you turn around, even the body shaming that Shane was doing to Drew, and then as you watch the rest of the clip when Drew's in the hotel room and then Shane shows up and then they share a chocolate bar or whatever, because I saw the rest of that clip, I get it. Again, it's another skit. But at the same time, if somebody's watching the video and they get to the part where somebody is being shamed, they might click off the video and, be triggered from it, and they don't see the end to know that it's a skit. And so it could be triggering for some people. You won't see the whole thing because it'll make you angry. You'll click off of it, all that stuff. So, no, not you, Alexa. Stop. Yeah, stop talking. Stop listening to me. So I understand that it's a skit and it's supposed to be funny. I'm kind of losing my train of thought. But if somebody turned around on Twitter and said, well, Shane was just doing a skit when he was doing blackface, or Shane was just doing a skit when he said the N-word, people wouldn't let that slide. And I understand that those things are extremely offensive and shouldn't happen to begin with. But at the same time, doing something like body shaming, whether it's a skit or not, can be very triggering for people. So it's like, I just don't think that anything like that should be glorified in general. But again, that's just my opinion. So that's just kind of my whole thought on like the whole thing. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Let's see here. Spit in my mouth, kinky, right? Skit or not, it's degrading. It's never okay. Yeah, but kink is something else entirely. This is not a kink. Yeah. They are two consenting adults. I guess if they want to spit in each other's mouths and show it on a YouTube video. But I don't think that's something that you should be putting in a video because people might not take it as a skit. You know what I mean? Maybe they're cleaning each other's eyes. I think Tano would tongue kiss anyone for clout and public and publicity. And these influencers are so desperate to party, and they attend the opening of an envelope. Agreed. Hey, Crystal, is there a power transfer? A power transfer how? A power transfer through spit? Hey, Jessica. And maybe it shouldn't have been shared. See how they play. I see how they play now. Shane busted his clothes. That's karma. Oh no. Tano's ball. Sorry, but she seems. Where are we at? She seems easy. She'd make out with a pole. Sorry, not sorry. Oh geez. I've seen far worse on adult sites. Well, yes, that's true, but that's not on like a site like YouTube where anybody can watch. The adult site, you should be 18 if you're on it. Shane will come back, I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure he will. He started it with buying that, with Rylan buy him that red horse. Yeah, exactly. And he kind of made a joke about him being canceled in that video. And I'm like, that's really how you're going to address this? Shane will be back. Look how karma. Wow. Look how Keem and others last. Mm-hmm. And thanks for the super chat, John. The Patrick Star and Tana Mongo video of them swapping tongue has me reeling. I nearly hurled when I saw it. All of this during COVID. Exactly. And we'll go into that next. Well, Shane and the man wife, but a horse. So that's Shane. or so that Shane's small taste to come back. Yeah, I think that was the whole point of them putting, or at least of Rylan putting that in there, because they could have put that in there. They edited that into the video. Shane saying, well, I know my career's over and I'm just that weird guy that buys toys and stuff. It's like, you chose to say that. You chose to leave that in the video. You could have just cut that all out and not had Shane in the video at all. Hey, Stephanie. How did you see Patrick's, or did you see Patrick's TikTok, him laughing in a restaurant saying he's canceled and won't wear a mask? Yes. Mm-hmm. That video made me gag. I think I shouldn't watch that video now. Patrick is desperate for, sells out his makeup line. From my understanding, it's not doing well. Yeah, if you notice, Patrick Starr has really not been in that much drama until recently. I know he's been called out multiple times for cultural appropriation, and he still continues to wear the turbans and that whole situation. But that's really the most kind of scandal that he's been in over the course of time that I can think of. If somebody else can think of something else, let me know. But I feel like that's really been a revolving situation that's been around him. Now, it hasn't been up until he launched his makeup brand that all of a sudden he's getting involved in all this drama, where he was using his eyeliner or his mascara or something over Rare Beauty or something, and he basically made his Rare Beauty review all about his brand, if I remember it correctly. Oh God, I shouldn't say it's been so long because it really hasn't been that long, but I know that people are dragging him for that. And then he's going out and partying. And then he got caught lying about being, from what I can tell, at Nikita's birthday party, because somebody shared a screenshot of a Snapchat that somebody took at the party where you saw Nikita Dragon and Patrick Starr in the same shot. But yet Patrick Starr was like, oh, you did that? I wish I could have been there to celebrate. But then it turns out that he was there. And I'm pretty sure that was the same party where where Tana was sticking her tongue down his throat during COVID. And we know that Tana hasn't been social distancing. Tana hasn't been really doing anything to tell our audience to stay at home, even though she released that Instagram story with the help of her life coach or whatever, who's supposed to be helping her with accountability and productivity and all that stuff. So I don't know if that life coach has been fired yet, or if she's just paying him to keep him on the payroll and be like, no, I have a life coach. He's really here. But he's clearly not doing a job. And she put out that Instagram story where she's like, I know that I have an influence, and I know I have a lot of people who follow me, and I made some mistakes, and I'm going to do better. I'm going to be a better Tana. I'm going to stay at home. I'm not going to go out and party. And literally she just hasn't done any of that. So there was that. And then there was that, was it another Snapchat of Patrick Starr? I don't know if maybe he had one too many drinks, or what he was doing, or if he was angry, or thought he was being funny when he was swearing at the camera and saying like, oh, Nikita, is like the best. She's the baddest and whatever. And like, oh, here's our mask. And he has like a mask on his hand. And I think that he's literally just trying to get into drama so people make videos about him, so people then search his name, which then hopefully will drum up sales, because we all know that drama sells. But I think it's almost getting to the point where people are just tired of the drama, and the drama's not really bringing in sales anymore. So let's see here. Okay. Shane is like, Roach, you just have to spray the whole fandom. Has Luscious been in any drama lately? Belle Luscious hasn't been in any drama lately, but we can talk about Luscious in a second, because I do have something to say about Luscious as well. And the only kind of people by the horse's wrappers. Was that a race jab? Because Teresa has a big black horse in her house, so I don't get why Shane said that. Well, according to Shane, that is what the salesperson said, is that the only people that buy that horse is wrappers. But again, that is something that he chose to say, edit, and put into that video. So, yeah. He didn't seem bothered at all when he mentioned he was canceled or his career is over. I think he could really care less. He shows absolutely no remorse. Well, yeah, and it's been released now that it appears that Shane is a partner with Killer Merch. So I'm going to, like, I don't know what the term partner means. If that means that he's now getting a percentage of sales from the entire company, or if he's a partner because he is selling his merch through there. But I feel like that would have been released earlier if it was just as he was like a partner, as in somebody who sells stuff through there, and anybody else who sells stuff through there would be listed as a partner of Killer Merch. But I haven't seen anything about that come out besides Shane being listed as a partner. So I don't think he really cares, because if he is a partner of Killer Merch and he's getting a percentage of profits from the company, I mean, Killer Merch handles a ton of big accounts. So it's a lot of money that runs through there. So if he doesn't care about being canceled, he's clearly making money from somewhere else. I don't know if Ryland's videos are making enough money to support payments. If they have house payments, utility payments, car payments. I don't know how much Ryland's pulling in from YouTube, but he doesn't get the views that Shane was getting on his videos. So they have to be getting money from somewhere, unless obviously the house is completely paid off and the only thing they have to pay is bills. But I mean, I don't know their financial situation, but I'm just thinking that they have to have some kind of steady income flow. And with the views from a weekly podcast, I don't know if that's the same amount of income flow as Shane's videos would have been bringing in. You know what I mean? He started the Rare Beauty and it just gone downhill since. Rare Beauty is not Selena Gomez. Yeah, he was doing I thought he was doing a review of Rare Beauty and then basically made it an entire video about his brand. And if he's doing his review, if he's doing this to revive his family makeup brand, this isn't the way to do it. 100% agree, Brie. It was gross misconduct. He turned the review into an ad for his line. And he's been effing up since. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Sometimes you have to take accountability for your own actions. He's trying to make drama. He just had something else launched. Oh, I didn't even know he had something else launched. So, I mean, I guess that would make sense. He just had something. He just had some primer launch at Sephora, so he's trying to stir up drama. Okay, so, yep, didn't even know that. I think Patrick got super bitter when Sephora started promoting Rare Beauty over his line 2 weeks later. That could be. Sorry, but Patrick isn't the pillar of health. Maybe he wanted to be concerned with COVID. I'm overweight and terrified. Yeah, like, I mean, I don't want to get it. Like, nope. That's why, I stayed at home. I didn't have work, so I literally did nothing. Seriously, I want to fill a super soaker with Lysol sprayed all over these influencer idiots, right? You got to start with Tana, though. Change the bubble wrap. He is by no means on his way to the poorhouse. Shane should be set with all the money he's made. Very true. Their house is paid off. They're set. Hey there, glad I caught you live. Hey, Blaze. I think Shane is smarter with money than he's ever let on, in my opinion. I mean, I feel like he is too. I mean, I don't feel like you make the amount of money that Shane has made even up until the collab with Jeffree, and you don't have like a money manager. You don't you have an accountant, you have a business manager. If you don't, then that's something that you really should have, because you shouldn't be if you're making millions of dollars a year, you should make sure that you have somebody who is watching that and making sure you're doing the right things with it. His lashes got dragged because they're basically drag lashes. I mean, he doesn't think of regular people wearing them. More power to Patrick, but his stuff isn't worth the money, I've heard. Oh, wait, did I miss somebody's super chat? Was there a super chat? I think I missed a super chat. Oh no. How do I go back and check that? I'm sorry, I'm in and out. Me and Matt are playing Phasmophobia. I died already. You're good, Natasha. What do you think about Jaclyn Hill's Valentine's launch issues? Oh, we can talk about that. You were very brave. The ghost snatched you up. Okay, what about Luscious? Okay. So let's see here. So let me go to Luscious's channel. Okay. So, 20 hours ago, 2 days ago. Okay. So let's go. Okay, let's just go back to. Where should we go? Should we go back to. Where are the live streams about Dustin? Okay. So we'll go back to 3 months ago. Remember when Luscious was going? No super chat. Okay, sorry, I thought I missed a super chat. I was gonna feel bad I didn't see it. Remember when Luscious was having all the drama with Nick Snyder and Dustin, and then Luscious was doing all these live streams talking about them? Because there's a live stream that like Nick Snyder and Dustin Daly are hot garbage. This drama is getting dark. Let's talk. All that stuff. Well, Luscious said in those lives, or in one of the lives, that, you know, like, why are you making videos about these people? Jeffree Star isn't talking about you. James Charles isn't talking about you. Shane Dawson isn't talking about you. So you shouldn't be talking about them. Well, as we go through, like, I, haven't been checking up on Luscious because I haven't been seeing anything go on Twitter about Luscious fighting with Dustin and Nick, because usually when I make a video about Luscious is because Luscious is fighting with Dustin and Nick. So I just went back through and I scrolled down to after those live streams, and so we'll go through all the videos. Okay, trolls creating James Charles drama for views. Jeffree Star doesn't get views anymore. James Charles ends Trisha Paytas and Jeffree Star inserts himself. Trisha Paytas and Jeffree are desperately trying to create drama. Is Jeffree Star broke? Trisha reveals Shane Dawson's comeback plans. Jeffree Star fires wig stylist now, or Jeffree Star files wig stylist now looks busted. Nikita Dragon dating 18-year-old TikToker Alejandro Rosario. James Charles announces a new makeup brand. Jaclyn Hill's cosmetic fails. Live, Let's Talk Live. Patrick Star and Jaclyn Hill are canceled. And so, I mean, basically, Luscious was calling out Nick and Dustin about making videos about these exact same people, saying they don't talk about you, so you shouldn't be talking about them. But then Luscious is doing the exact same thing. I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would you call out Nick and Dustin for talking about them people? Wow. Why would you call out Nick and Dustin for talking about those people and then turn around and do the exact same thing? So you're literally doing the exact same thing that you're calling them out about doing. So that makes no sense to me. So, I mean, I just saw Luscious, one of her videos popped up in my feed, and I was like, really, you're doing drama videos after you said that you weren't going to do drama videos and you didn't want to be involved in drama videos? So, I don't know. It just, to me, it doesn't make sense. Luscious needs to put makeup and stay off the drama table. He does beautiful makeup looks, but soon he gets on drama. And I tune out big time. I don't care how wonderful Jaclyn Hill's makeup is. I'll never buy from her. Yes, I watched Luscious's live. You got a super chat from John. Was there another super chat from John? I saw the first one. Don't listen to Lush. Lush only reads super chats. It's obvious, only for money. That's okay, but don't pretend to care if it's only about money. Sorry, just my opinion. Kind of hypocritical. I understand that though. Or I understand that, Thoudy. That's all Lush talks about, and then because what he hates, Not kids, definitely hypocritical. Hypocrite, yep. Meant kinda. Let's see here. Meant definitely hypocritical. Okay. Lush said that she is doing drama videos now because she was losing subscribers that got to her due to her drama videos. No, just one. Thanks. Lush is boring to me. Okay, so was that in like a live stream or in a video where Luscious said, I'm going to do drama videos because that's what gets me views and that's what gets me subscribers? Because I mean, I should go back and have that on record, because I remember Luscious saying like that she didn't want to do drama, because it kind of puts you in a dark place to talk about these people. From what I'm remembering anyways. I mean, I could be misremembering that, but I mean, that was like one of the things that, when she kind of broke up, stopped doing videos with Rich, she said, I didn't want to do the drama videos. I don't want to be a part of the drama community. But I mean, I could be misremembering that. So if I'm wrong, please let me know. But I thought that that's why she said she didn't want to do the drama videos anymore. But that's, apparently she's doing drama videos now. Didn't she consider drama bullying? I think she said when it was like done over and over again about the same people or same topics. But I mean, yeah, like as drama channels, we talk about the same people over and over again, but it's about different things. I'm not sitting here making videos about the same thing over and over and over again. And if I do talk about something in the same subject matter, it's usually because more information has come out about it. She ragged hard on drama channels. I would watch him if he shows the makeup tutorials. It was one of her most recent videos. Okay, I'll have to go and find that and check that out. Because, yeah, I find it very interesting that you drag drama channels for talking about these people, but then you go on and do the same thing. Dustin, Nick, and Rich don't talk about Lush because she does it. Because she does this go on about how they bullied her. So they stopped talking about her completely. Yeah, and then anytime, Jennifer, that Nick, Dustin, well, Rich doesn't really say anything at all. So it's really just Dustin and Nick. Anytime that Dustin and Nick bring up Luscious, they say is because Luscious started talking about them again. So of course they're going to respond, which I feel like, if somebody does say something about you, you have the right to respond 100%. But then again, if you respond to somebody, what are they going to do? They're most likely going to respond to you. So it's going to always be a back and forth. So, I mean, once you open that floodgate and start talking about somebody, then it's going to happen that there's going to be a back and forth that person wants to respond. Yay, caught live. What's happening? Hey, Leah, just catching up on all the drama that I missed. I mean, I haven't put a video out in over 2 weeks, and I had some extra energy after getting off work today, and I was like, let's go live. It's Saturday. I don't have to be to work until 11 tomorrow, and we're just going to go live for a little bit tonight. No, Rich won't say jack about Lush. Glad he didn't. And no matter what they say about Lush, they always talk about how amazing her makeup skills are. Yeah, I mean, nobody can take away how good Luscious is at makeup. I mean, that is a skill that Luscious has, 100%. Like, you can look at photos, videos, anything that Luscious has done with makeup, and literally, like, her makeup skills are amazing. You can't take that away from her. They really are. I high-key love when Nick starts with insults. He's witty. Yeah, I mean, Nick can have some pretty good comebacks, but then, he can have some comebacks that are pretty mean. 100%. So, let's see here. There was another topic that somebody brought up, and I said we'd get back to it. Was it Luscious? I think, was there another topic that I was going to talk about after Luscious? I don't really remember. Rich seriously says nothing. He should spill the tea and we'll have so much respect. I will have to see. Smudge, we talked about the Patrick Star stuff. We'll have to see. I mean, if Jeffrey and Rich completely go separate ways, we'll have to see if Rich starts to talk about Jeffrey. He does beautiful makeup work, but he opens his mouth about the battles, I believe. What do you think about Nick giving Lush a super chat when she was live streaming in the hospital? Said you look like we need it. Oh, Lana, we've talked about that that super chat live stream so many times. I mean, I said I could see it both ways. I can see it as somebody was in the hospital and said, I have no place to go. because I don't want to go home. I have COVID. I don't want to go home. I don't want to be around my parents. And somebody sends you a super chat, says, looks like you need it. You know, some people will say, well, that's nice of you to give somebody money who clearly says, I have no place to go. I don't know what to do. And then obviously you have some people who are going to take it in a negative way and say, well, that's rude of you to say. Why would you say something like that? So I can see it both ways. I understand how it could be helpful, and I understand how it could be offensive. The only person who knows what that super chat really meant 100% is Nick. 100%. But how Luscious interprets that super chat and how that makes Luscious feel, the only one, who can feel that is Luscious. So Jacqueline launch. Oh, the Jacqueline launch. Okay. Exactly, Smudge. They say she needs to stick to makeup and do makeup for others because she's amazing. American Princesses are my favorite. This bitch crazy is the worst. He's increased his subscribers 4x since he started bashing Nick and Dustin. He ramped up even more now. Well, what's going to happen is that if those videos continuously get made over and over again, then I'm sure another cease and desist will go. And you know what happens once you get 4 cease and desist? We know what happens after that. I'm glad to see you online. Hey, caller. Oh, I already said hi. Hi again, caller. I think Nick and Dustin get way too cool with their comments on people they don't like. I know they are popular on this chat, but I think they're bullies. Pretty boring in my opinion. I mean, some of the things that they say do cross the line, and I've said that in videos, when they've said things like, I don't agree, with some of the things that they say 100%. But that is what they choose to say. So they can say what they want. I always say that you have freedom of speech 100%, but you never have freedom of consequence. So if you say something and people don't like it, I mean, they're going to definitely know that they don't like it. So, the girl that mocked the cancer patient. Smudge, I don't know anything about that. Jacqueline Lunch, no worries. Bria, opinions are allowed and encouraged here. 100%. Yeah, 100%. I'm always down to hear everybody's opinions. Everybody's always going to have a difference of opinion. Like, that's just the way it is. Then there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you're giving someone money out of the kindness of your heart that you aren't going to say, looks like you need it. Yeah. I mean, again, everyone will interpret it a different way. Do I see how it's shady? Absolutely. Do I see how, you're like, here, it looks like you need it? Yeah, so I see it both ways, but I can understand why people got upset about it, and I can understand why people are saying it's not a big deal. Priya, I agree. I don't like their money shaming. Sorry, but they seem like they want to be elite. After Jacqueline launched, talk about how, OMG, how happy is that Raw Beauty Christy was able to have her first kid. I cried when she announced she was pregnant. I know her baby's got to be like 4 months old now, right? I miss when Lush did videos of shopping, but those are understandably stopped. Well, yeah, I mean, you could still go out shopping at like Target or something. Make sure you have your mask on, something like that. But so the Jacqueline launch. Okay, so apparently there's a lot of drama surrounding the Jacqueline Hill launch. And I've watched a couple of videos about the situation. I think Paige talked about it in her video. Nick talked about it in his video. Rich talked about it in his video. And from what I can understand, the biggest issue seems is that they literally, okay, I have some issues with the launch that we'll talk about, but the main thing is apparently there wasn't enough products for the launch, and there's only a few thousand. There's no exact number. No one released an exact number. Okay, so having only a few thousand products for somebody who has millions upon millions of subscribers, followers between YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, wherever, I'm sure if you combined all of her followers together, the number's probably over 10 million. So, I mean, I would say you would want at least a minimum of 10% of anything that you're going to produce. So what is that? So would that be 10,000? How much is 10% of 10 million? Oh my God, my math, you guys, my math skills are terrible. 1 million. Okay. I mean, and 1 million might be a lot. So maybe even cut it down to 5%. So 500,000. have 500,000 between like all levels. Cause she had what, 4 different levels of the mystery boxes. And you know that people are your diehard fans. They're going to get the biggest one. So maybe have, you know, half into your large boxes and then split the other 250,000 up between the smaller boxes. And then that way you have enough for everyone or as many people as you want. I understand that, yes, if you have too many, then it's, you know, an issue. But I mean, she hasn't launched anything since 2019. So her diehard fans are definitely going to buy it. So I feel like if she had 500,000 units of everything combined, she still would have sold out. But apparently the website went live at, was it supposed to go live at 10? And then the website went live at like 9:58 or something like that. And so people were already like shopping before they were allowed to. But from what I remember from the conspiracy launch is that when that launched, I remember refreshing the page over and over and over again. And if I remember correctly, that page went live like 1 or 2 minutes early as well. So I don't know if maybe it's a Shopify thing. I don't know if her stuff goes through Shopify, but you know, you have to add the products to the website before it launches because you can't add the products right at launch time because then, you know, they're not there when people get there. So they have to be added before. You have to, you know, make sure the code's updated, save it, refresh it, all that stuff. I know with the internet speeds these days is a lot faster than it was years ago, but you know, you still have to do all of that stuff before you can actually make the site, you know, live for the sale. So everything has to be added and put on there, ready to go before the official launch time. Otherwise, people are going to go to the website at 10, like right at 10 o'clock, and they're going to refresh it, and there's not going to be anything there. So people were like upset that by the time they were checking out, because they went right at 10, that things were sold out, which I completely understand. Like, how are you going to have a mystery launch and promote it to your millions of followers and then not have at least a decent supply of product? You know what I mean? But we'll get into more of that. Let me catch up with the chat here. Where were we? Hey, Ale. I'm late to the chat, just coming out of work. How much did I miss? We've been live for about an hour already. This will probably be a longer live stream than I normally do, just because I haven't been around lately. Jatress just tested the waters with launch, my opinion. I bet she goes for hard this year. Yep, Jenny, I think so too, and we'll get into why I think she's going to go hard this year. Jacqueline only does videos when she has a launcher or selling something. Well, Bella, this year Jacqueline's been, you know, putting out videos on a decent pace. I mean, I think she did 12 or 14 videos, which I know is only like one video a month. But normally she wouldn't do anything up until she had a launch. And she did basically a video every month last year without selling something. So, you know, props to Jacqueline. So maybe she's turning things around. I don't think they actively either. Do they hide their money? No. But I also don't think that they flaunt it, in my opinion. Agree to disagree. I know this is off topic regarding the beauty community drama, but any thoughts on the Nissan Discovery Plus documentary? I know people are upset about how it was presented on transparency. Katie, I've only seen the first episode, so I'll have to watch the rest of it. So there wasn't really a lot in the first episode for me to form an opinion about. So I still have to watch the rest of it, but we can definitely talk about that in another live stream. So I'll keep you up to date when I finally finish the whole thing. Fair enough. Oh, is there a Nissan doc? Amazon Prime? It's on Discovery Plus. I have the ID channel on Philo. So I don't if you have Discovery Plus, you can watch the whole thing, but since I don't have Discovery Plus, I only get to see one episode a week. So I don't know how many episodes there are. Please don't let there be a lot. Okay, I'm out of date, then my bad. I need to Discovery Plus. Thanks for watching tonight. I haven't watched the documentary. Apparently things were said and shown that his victims didn't want put out there. Yeah, I'll have to watch it and see what's all in it, but I haven't seen everything yet. Have you seen the Mindseed TV tape series? I have not, Belle. Repsilla has several videos on the Amnesia documentary. Okay, I'll have to check them out. So the reason that I think that Jaclyn Hill is going to go hard this year, well, she said in, I don't know if it was her Snapchat or Instagram story, that the whole idea about this launch was that she thought that last year she was going to have like 6 product launches. Okay. So my question is, did she stop production on these launches, or did she already have contracts signed where they had to be produced, but then she didn't want to put out product because of what's going on in the world? And at the same time, she has these products for these mystery boxes. Okay. How do you have a small amount of product for these mystery boxes if you haven't produced what you need for the actual products? If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Because you would want to produce as many products as you can, because we know that when you produce a larger quantity of things, the cost of goods goes down. So producing one thing is going to cost a lot more than producing 100,000. So if you're producing 100,000 of something, you're going to have a greater return on your money because the margins are going to be higher. So did she only produce a small amount of each of these items just for this launch? Or are these items that she's already produced or had in contract to produce and she couldn't get out of them? And so now in 2021, she's going to really have to launch them because these products are already made and they've been sitting and waiting. I mean, this is my conspiracy, my opinion, not trying to, stir up the whole drama about the like Jaclyn Hill collection vault to, or Jaclyn Hill palette 2 being 2 years old again. But I'm just wondering, have these products already been produced? And if they were produced, why didn't you just launch them anyways? It's not like other brands weren't launching products during the pandemic. I mean, they were. Everybody was. Like, the first few months, people weren't doing anything. But then once production of sanitizers and stuff stopped taking over the world, then people started producing things again. So I want to know, were these products already produced because she had a contract already signed and didn't have a choice? But my thing is that if they were, why wouldn't you just launch them anyways? Mindseed TV on YouTube, they did a video on this journey. They did with dark web boxes, found legit evidence. The killer witch seemed like they were killing children. So, oh, geez. Mystery boxes must be filled with lipsticks she thought were too hairy to sell. I wonder how long these products have been sitting there. Yeah, exactly. I just got old product vibes from the mystery boxes. I don't buy them from anyone. Well, that's what a lot of people say, is that mystery boxes, they always say is going to be like expired makeup, or it's makeup that's coming to its expiration date. So companies are just trying to get rid of it before they have to actually like damage it and destroy it. I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily the case with everyone, but I mean, I can understand why people definitely would think that, because from what we've seen in the past, some of the things in mystery boxes are things that people really haven't been buying. Yes, it is. They did an hour video on the whole journey. Got to give it to Jack. It takes some balls to release lipsticks of any kind. Well, and when I heard that she was releasing liquid lipsticks, I was like, oh no, did she just melt down the old ones? But I mean, I will give Jaclyn Hill credit all of last year, because she always says, like, why is it that people don't ever give people credit when they do something good? But yet, all these channels will make videos about you when you do something wrong. And aside from the fact that, she still does not disclose her Amazon affiliate links, which she's been called out multiple times for, she really hasn't been in any drama in 2020. So, I'll give her that. She's, seemed like she's changed a little bit. She's not in any drama. She's putting out videos on a regular basis without trying to sell stuff, aside from the Amazon affiliate links. But I mean, before that, I feel like, she was in a revolving drama cycle, like Jeffree Star, James Charles, Jaclyn Hill. Why does everybody start with a J? And there was just like this perpetual circle of who's in drama this week. It's going to be one of them. So, she has shown a little bit of a change last year. So we'll have to see if she continues that with this year when she actually does have her product launches, and if she just starts promoting her products only, or if she continues to make other videos on YouTube too. So I don't know. That's just my thought on that. Let's see here. Oh, let's see. Let's talk about the without a crystal ball situation. So in my last video that I talked about this, I'm pretty sure that video was the one where I said that without a crystal ball is blaming, I think she was blaming Jeffree Star for the situation that she's in with the Tati lawsuit. And we all know that the reason that she's in the situation that she's in is because she was spreading information about Tati and her husband after receiving 4 cease and desist letters saying stop talking about us, and then continue to do so. That is the reason that you're in the situation that you're in. Do you think she'll do another collab with Morphe? Oh, I'm sure she will, Cal. I'm sure she will. Well, since all that has happened, there's been a situation now where apparently somebody has been sending emails from her attorney's account to people. And like all of this was like put in one of their whatever legal documents it was. And, you know, some of these messages seem very threatening towards people. And in the response, the main issue that seemed to come out about these messages, from what I could tell, was not the fact that somebody was sending out messages from this account that it appears to be without a crystal ball's attorney, like leading back to the same server and everything, and that somebody has access to your email where who knows what kind of client information is in there. But it's the fact that Tati's lawyer is mean to people on Twitter. Like, how about the fact that somebody has access to your account with personal information about your clients? Let's talk about that. Why is that not the biggest issue? What about the girl that got dropped from Sephora? Amanda Ensing. Oh, that's just a whole... We'll talk about that in just a second. What from her lawyer's email? Yeah. So they seem more concerned about what's going on with Tati's lawyer on Twitter than the fact that it appears that somebody has access to her lawyer's email account. And then from what I can understand from reading and hearing Emily Baker talk about it and trying to go through the documents, is that they did forensic analysis on the emails, and the emails that appeared to be, you know, the ones that were sent from his email that were not appropriate, that seemed threatening, they matched completely with an actual email that was sent from him, as far as like all the coding inside the email that tells you where it was sent, like how, like what server it came from, stuff like that. Apparently all that's the same. And so it's like, that seems like a bigger issue than anything that's going on Twitter. And then on top of that, Without a Crystal Ball goes on a live stream and she basically says, I'm done being nice and I'm done not calling out people. So if people are being mean to you, send me a DM and let me know, and I'll put them on blast for you. And it's like, why are you even saying things like that? Like, this is not helping your case at all. And then she goes on to go on another live stream where she's crying about True Sleuth making videos about her, saying, stop making videos about me. Can't you find somebody else to target? Can't you find somebody else to make a meme of? Like, stop, like, you're hurting me. And at the time, I think Allie has like maybe 14 or 15 videos on her. I could be wrong. Like, we'll say 20, we'll say around 20. But then a few weeks earlier, Without a Crystal Ball was saying, well, Allie has like 20 videos on me, and that's just what you do when you report on people, like, especially if the case, like, if it's a situation that you have to keep addressing, and that's just what happens when you're reporting on things. But then she turns around and is now on camera crying, saying, stop attacking me in these videos. But at the same time, like, she, Without a Crystal Ball, has, I think, 250 videos on the Duggar family. Like, 250 videos on the Duggar family. You don't think that that's a lot? Pretty sure that's a lot. It's easy to forget Tati is even involved in the case. Tati is smart enough to keep quiet, unlike Without a Crystal Ball. Right. Esther, what's up with Esther? Wait, who's Esther? She's probably like, guys, I'm still here. Well, yeah, this whole situation has not, like, this whole, like, thing is supposed to be about Tati and Halo Beauty and James Westbrook versus Without a Crystal Ball. And now literally it's Without a Crystal Ball versus herself and Twitter and YouTube and Tati's lawyer. Like, her attorney released some document. I don't know what it's called. I mean, I'm not an attorney. I don't know what anything's called. But apparently it was like 233 pages long of like tweets, like of tweets, literally of tweets. Are you serious? Of tweets. Of Tati's attorney's tweets was released to the court, like 233 pages or something. Hey, Diane, thanks for the super chat. Sorry I'm late to the party. It's all good. It's just a random live stream I wanted to do because I haven't made a video in 2 weeks and I miss talking to you guys, so I thought I'd hop on to live stream tonight. Dang, what a mess. I can't even keep up with what you're saying. I feel bad for the judge. Well, I mean, thankfully the judge doesn't have to read any of this. They have like law clerks and stuff like that that do that and say, you don't have to worry about this. None of this is relevant. So, I mean, but like hundreds and hundreds of pages have been released about this. And literally, I think this started around, was this in November? This started like October, November. KJ keeps digging herself into a hole and refuses to keep quiet. So many people warned her. Yeah, I mean, and James warned her to begin with to stop making videos and take them down. And it's a decision to decide on jurisdiction. This isn't even the actual defamation case. Right? Yeah, this isn't even the actual defamation case. They're just trying to establish jurisdiction about like where the case should be handled. That's what this whole start of this is. So the judge actually told everyone they need to zip their lips. Yeah, they did. The judge told them that they needed to stop. They needed to stop. And if they don't stop, then, I mean, the judge said that she's never issued a gag order, but if she has to, she will. So, I mean, the judge could literally say, without a crystal ball, you can no longer be on social media. Like, she could say that and say, you need to be off of all of your accounts. You cannot be on social media at all anymore during this case. And then where would your income come from? Like, if she's not careful and that happens, that's going to take Without a Crystal Ball's income away. So she needs to stop like talking about the case, referencing the case, anything about the case, because it's going to end up happening that she's going to have to be taken off social media until the trial's over or it gets thrown out or gets settled, whatever it is, which if that happens, you know, it's going to take away her income. Yeah, I agree. Conference call for that Tati Without a Crystal Ball was a little strange. Miss Ball cares about the Duggars, not anyone else. Oh, cool. I didn't know they were still around. Admittedly, there's a ton of stuff to unpack on the Duggars. Yeah, but 250 videos, and I think that's just in the course of a year, maybe 2 years. I have done 250 I think I have 250 videos on my channel total. And that's over the course of a year, but that also includes my weekly live streams. So, I mean, you think at least 52 of those 250 videos are live streams. And then the other 200 videos are, actually, I don't even know if I have 250 videos. Let me just look. Let's go to my Social Blade here. Where is my Social Blade? What do I have? Oh, I have 237 videos total. So that's including my live streams, or any like error videos, stuff like that. So, I mean, I feel like 250 videos on one family in the course of a year. And like, I think like Without a Crystal Ball has does she have 1,500 videos? Let's check. How many videos are here? Come on, internet. 1,614 videos since October 1st, 2018. So a little over 2 years. 1,600 videos. And I did 200 videos. We'll say 230 videos in a year. So 1614 divided by 2. So that's 807 videos a year. That's an average of at least 2 videos a day. 2 videos a day over the course of 2 years. Hey, Mel. Without a crystal ball, printed out Tati's lawyer's entire Twitter. Yeah. Yeah, the Duggars tea is old. I mean, I don't even watch it. I didn't even know the Duggars were still around. Or is odd, not old. Thank you for doing this tonight. It's giving me something to focus on through my panic attack. Oh, you're good. Oh, welcome. Oh, Danica, I'm sorry you're having a panic attack, but I'm glad I could help you be distracted. She needs to stop. Oops, posted something from Matt Stream on here. Oh, you're a good, Smudge. American Princess, I hope the judge throws out jurisdiction and says we're doing it here. Without a crystal ball is sick. Wait, crystal ball made 200 videos on the Duggar. 250. 250. So, yeah. That's a lot of videos. I mean, sometimes I feel bad when I'm making another video about Jeffrey or another video about Shane. But, I mean, I maybe have, I don't know, I have a playlist. Let's look at my playlist about my videos and see what I have here. Let's go to my channel. How do I get back to the home page? Your channel, playlists. So I have 17 videos about James Charles, 23 videos about Jeffree Star. Like all my drama, like anything YouTube related, it says I have 115. Anything beauty related, I have 74. And then anything drama channel drama related, I have 71. So, I mean, as far as like individual videos, I mean, I probably need to update this, but it looks pretty updated. I can go back through and check, but I mean, it looks like the person that I made the most videos about so far is Jeffree Star, and it's 23. So, hey, Kazoo. Without a crystal ball, caught out T by Allie, asking her to stop make videos, and she was crying, and I was like, what about your 80 videos on Tati? Exactly. How many on Nick or Dustin? Oh, Smudge, they didn't get their own category. They're just drama channel drama. I mean, I guess I could split up their own category, but I'd have to say if I probably, maybe like 15. And then I might have more videos about, well, no, because Nick had some like his own videos before, but then videos together. And then Dustin had his videos where it happened with Rich. So I don't know. If I had to guess, I'd probably say like around maybe 15 each. But really, when I report on drama channel drama, it's usually Nick, Dustin, Rich, Paige, Allie. I guess I did Angelica and Smoky Glow. I did one about Creep Show art. So that's just strange. Okay, but Jeffrey deserves 200 videos, not the Duggars. 11 Nick and Dustin together. And Allie just reports the facts and states her opinion. She never inserts fake facts like Miss Ball. Hey, Post, how are you? Yeah, and I mean, you're going to, like, Without a Crystal Ball even said it in one of our other videos, like, if you're reporting on something, you're going to make multiple videos about the situation. So why all of a sudden are you saying stop making videos about me? But, I mean, at the same time, like, if the Duggars knew you existed and made 250 videos about them, do you think that they would be very happy about that? Like, I don't think so. Or they can stick to all over drama channel drama categories, probably most of them anyways, right? Allie doesn't mess around. Yeah, and I've watched most of Allie's videos that she's done about the situation, and she literally just says, like, here's what's in the documents. This is my opinion on it. And that's that. I mean, I don't ever feel like she's like trying to insert anything in there like negative. She shares her opinions on what she's reading and what she feels about the case. But I mean, again, that's my opinion, but If the Duggars knew you existed, the shade. I mean, they could know she existed. Who knows? Maybe they sent her multiple cease and desist letters too. It's a possibility. But I mean, I don't feel like the Duggars are necessarily checking YouTube for people who are talking about them. I mean, I could be wrong, but just saying. She pays for a pacer, so she pays for the court docs. Yeah, yep. Yeah, so Allie has access to all the court documents, so she can read through them, stuff like that. So, I mean, I feel like when she talks about it, she makes sure that she goes through, reads it, researches anything that she's unsure of what it means, and then that way she can talk about it. But, that's just my opinion. Why did my watch just vibrate? I don't know what's going on with my watch. Okay, whatever. So, I don't know. But that's all I got. If anybody wants to touch on anything else, if not, I'm going to hop on off. I promise I will come back with another video soon. I will probably do just like a basic tea overflow, write down all the topics we talked about and try to condense it into one video, if not 2 videos. So, get caught up on all the drama, my opinions about the drama, because I know that people aren't going to come back and watch a whole hour-and-a-half video of me rambling and reading the chat and stuff. So, I just want to say thank you guys for coming to hang out. I wasn't even sure how many people were actually going to show up because 1, I don't ever go live on Saturdays, and 2, I haven't been even putting out a video. Like I said, it's been over 2 weeks. But I will be back for my normal Tuesday live at what time is my Tuesday live? 6 p.m. Don't even know what time my lives are anymore. So thank you guys all for coming to hang out. Make sure if you had fun and you want to join the next live, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, set your notifications to on. That way you get a notification when I go live. I also do have, I'm terrible, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm absolutely terrible at being on the Discord. But if you aren't getting YouTube notifications, I do have a Discord that as soon as I go live, it posts to the Discord and then you get a notification. So there's the link to the Discord if you want to join. So if you're not getting YouTube notifications, you'll get one on there. And yeah, so I think that's everything. Thank you guys all for coming to hang out. And I will see you guys all next time. Let's see. Discord is how I knew about the live tonight. Well, perfect. There you go. Awesome, Caitlin. See, Discord works better than YouTube. All right. I hope everybody has a great weekend. If you're watching the Super Bowl tomorrow, I hope your team wins and everybody has fun. Just stay safe, have fun, and I'll see you guys all next time. All right. Bye, everybody.